So we're here to talk about the Hurricane and what's different from the Hurricane as opposed to the Bob. The Hurricane basically built from the same people that do the Bob. Let's start with the top deck. We added a flange in the front, and that's purely for tooling to give it a nice glue flange. And in the process of adding that, we shortened the front by about 1.5 inches, as opposed to our last G3 right there. We also we gave some recesses right here, and what that does is it allows you to mount your handle pull bracket and then mount your handle pull on after the bracket's already installed. Previously on the older Bobs, the Gen 3s, the Gen 2s and whatnot, you'd have to mount the handle pull and the bracket together. We also we widened the midsection 1/2 inch on each side, just down on the rail itself, from this point all the way down to this point right here. And we're still keeping that bubble on the side as we've had since Bob Gen 1. We also matched that width that we did on the top, we did the very same on the bottom as well, all the while not widening it at the very bottom where it meets the water. Another one of our big changes is we lengthened the hood by 4 inches. And the idea behind that was to give a lot more room to work on the ski. So as previous Bobs, they would end up like right here. This lip would be right there, and it would be kind of tough to get in the back. Now you can pop the hood, and you can get to the electrical box, water lines, all that good stuff real easy. This one right here is configured for a rear battery mount, and we have the motor plates set for the couch mounts, and we have the configuration set for a cart tank and the power factor pipe on this one. And this is all 100% carbon with epoxy layup. In addition to lengthening the hood, we shortened the top deck overall. We took 1 inch out of the top. Straight down this line right here, we took 1 inch out of it to kind of make it more compact. And also I want to touch on, by making the hood 4 inches longer, we didn't take any tray space away. It's still the same tray that was there before. Other changes we did on the top is we took 1 inch out of the top gun wall, so we moved this whole section forward 1 inch. And the reason behind that is I shortened the bottom deck about 1.5 inches, so it gets you more forward to kind of compensate for what I took off the bottom deck. So it actually gives the appearance that the back deck's longer right here, but it's not. We left that the very same. I just moved this forward 1 inch. We made a lot of changes on the bottom. First big change that you're going to notice is there's no more bubble as previously on other Bobs. It's straight flat all the way up. And we spent a lot of time just straightening up the lines and getting everything all trued up on the bottom. Another big change is the intake duct is a lot larger, and it has a built-in intake blade that comes standard on all these now. And the intake shoe as well. And these are all set up to run up to 160mm pump. No problem. You got plenty of room inside the pump cavity to mount up a big pump. and you can see where I short the bottom. If you look at it at this angle right here, you can see how much shorter the ride plate is in comparison to previous years. And we're running duckbills now. Basically, we're running just open cavity, and it has no scupper valve, and it has two duckbills to drain from the engine bulkhead all the way back. Just get a shot of it here. So yeah, what you see is what you get on the bottom deck. It comes with the ride plate, of course. This is already molded in. Your pump shoe is already molded in. It'll be set up to whatever pump you specify when you order. 148, 150, 155, 160. I'll just make sure the opening's set up for your big pump. Comes with the duckbills. And it'll come with all your hardware for your pump as well too. Another change that we did, I didn't talk about, is on the top deck and the bottom deck is the added sponson that we put, and that was kind of an afterthought. And we found that we did some testing, and it really worked out nice, and we ended up making a change to incorporate the rear sponsons. Comes finished just as you see right here. It'll come top deck finished, bottom deck finished, interior finished. Everything you see right here is exactly how it'll come. Just depending on the color you want. Hood and seal and all that good stuff.